Hello children, I am Ambika Vasant. In the previous video, you got an introduction on natural resources. Today, we will discuss about it in detail. Geography, lesson number 1, resources, part 2. Let us start with classification of resources. Natural resources are classified into different groups depending upon their level of development and use, their origin, their stock, and distribution. On the basis of their development and use, it can be classified into two. First one, actual resources, and second one is potential resources. Actual resources are those resources whose quantity is known. These resources are being used in the present. Example, deposit of coal, petroleum, dark soil, etc. Second one is potential resources. These resources are those whose entire quantity may not be known and these are not being used at present. It could be used in future. Example, windmill. Classification based on origin of resources are abiotic and biotic. Children, don't be in confusion. Actual resources and potential resources are classification based on the level of development and use. Abiotic and biotic are the classification based on its origin. Okay. Now, what is abiotic and what is biotic? It is very simple. Abiotic are non-living things and biotic are living things. Examples of abiotic are soil, rock, etc. And examples of biotic are plants and animal. Now, classification based on their stock. It can be broadly categorized into two, renewable and non-renewable. Renewable resources are those which get renewed or replenished quickly. Some of them are unlimited and are not affected by human activities. Example, solar energy and wind energy. Next one is non-renewable resources. Non-renewable resources are those which have a limited stock. Once the stocks are exhausted, it may take thousands of years to be renewed. Coal, petroleum, and natural gas are some of the examples. Last point is classification based on its distribution. Two types are there. They are ubiquitous and localized. Resources that are found everywhere are called ubiquitous. Example, air. Localized means resources found only in certain places, not everywhere. Example, iron ore, copper, manganese, etc. Our next topics are conservation of resources and sustainable development. We need and we use various types of resources in our life. So it is very important to conserve it. What do you mean by resource conservation? See the definition on the screen. Using resources carefully and giving them time to get renewed is called resource conservation. It means whatever natural resources we are getting from nature, we have to use it very carefully. Otherwise, we will face lot of problems in future. Our next point is sustainable development. Balancing the need to use resources and also conserve them for future is called sustainable development. Now the question is how to conserve it? There are many ways of conserving resources. Each person can contribute by reducing consumption, recycling, and reusing the things. Remember 3 R's: reducing, recycling, and reusing. I hope now you understood the details about natural resources. Nature provides many valuable and precious things to us. We are consuming all these resources, so it is our duty to conserve it. The future of our planet and its people is linked with our ability to maintain and preserve the life support system that nature provides. Therefore, it is our duty to ensure that all uses of renewable resources are sustainable, the diversity of life on the earth is conserved, the damage to natural environmental system is minimized. Children, this is the end of our chapter. Take care, stay home, stay safe. Okay.